Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another episode with Christmas with Do What You Love. Please guys, when you recreate these projects, don't forget to tag me on Instagram right here at 12ray28 and use the hashtag Christmas with Do What You Love, and I will be sure to see what you guys make. So today's project, as you can see, is shakers, and these shakers are so easy, they're so fun, and you can turn them into Christmas cards like I've made here. And then the one I'm going to make with you guys, we are going to turn sideways like this so we can use the flap so that you can either sew them in to a junk journal or bind them in with a staple gun or however you do it into your traveler notebook so that you can have a shaker in your books for your December daily or however you're using it. These are so much fun and they are so easy because all we're going to use for our project today is a CD case. So please stick around, subscribe if you are new to my channel because I have a whole bunch more Christmas DIYs coming your way, but stick around to see how we put this together. Okay, so the very first thing we have to do to make these is you're going to have to dismantle one of your CD cases because you need to have one as a template so that you know how to make what you're making. Now, this is totally optional, up to you. You can buy your CD cases like I have here in different colors. I had red, I had green, there's whites, there's all different colors. You can leave this just as, like if you love this red, go for it. And then all you would have to do is take your template, lay it on top of the paper that you want to use, trace out your circle, and then you can just open this up and go ahead and insert this so that it is in the window like so. You can go ahead and just do that, just like that. If that's what you so please, if you like the red and you love this print, then you're good to go. I personally, just like I did with this one, like to make a frame around it that's kind of a different color. So I want to put this actually here. So all I'm going to do, let me just set this one back up here so it doesn't fall over. So all I'm going to do again is take this as a template. I already cut some of this, guys, just to save some time. And then all I'm going to do is just take my pencil, make my mark, and then I would make a mark on the inside and then cut this out, and then I would have a frame around my circle. It is completely up to you. The only thing is, guys, because I already made a card, I want to put this inside of my traveler's notebook. So I really need to use this little lip right here. So because I want this little piece to make a lip to tuck under the elastic band, you just have to make sure that you turn it sideways and cut your paper that would fit this accordingly that way. And if you have lettering like I do, make sure that it is according to what you're using it as. Now, if you're making a card, then you're going to keep it this way. After you get it filled with the shaker bit, you're actually going to glue that down and attach paper to it to make it open and shut as a card. So it just depends on how you're going to use your shaker. I already made a card, so for this one I would like to put in my traveler's notebook, and that is why I picked this paper, which is actually tissue paper from the Dollar Tree that I glued, well, I didn't glue, I Mod Podged on the back of a piece of cardstock because my traveler's notebook for my December daily this year, which I will grab real quick, is actually this theme, which I'm going to be doing a video soon. Here it is. So I really want this to match this because it's going to go in there. So I did all of the cutting except for this, just to give you guys a quick, just to give you guys a quick rundown of what you do. You're just using the one that you tore apart as your template. Then you're just going to take a pencil or whatever it is that you have on hand, and you're just going to lightly trace around it so that you have your perfect circle there, just like that. And then all I do is just fold the paper like so. I cut in the middle, and then I just cut out my little circle. Okay, and there is my frame. Guys, this really is so simple, really and truly. You just need a template. Okay, so now that I have my frame, and I want mine to go like this, see? There becomes my template, just like so, and then I'll stick that down on the inside. So what we're going to do to keep this from moving is we're just going to put a little bit of tiny glue on the back here, and I'm going to use wet glue because wet glue seems to give it a little bit of give, like you have a few seconds, if you will, to like kind of move it around to make sure that it's like exactly where you want it in the window. But you do want to put some kind of adhesive on it because it will move. You know, you're going to shake it, so it's going to move around in there. So you do want it to sit still. That's on the outside and it's staticky. There we go, I got it off. So I love that red mug. So what I do is I do it like this first so it isn't even touching that red part so that I have time. Okay, I want it like this so that I have time to like move it before it like sticks. Okay, that's perfect. And then I press. Just like that. Okay. And then that isn't going anywhere. And then I take my frame. Yeah, see, I think that looks really nice. I like that better than the red. But it can work either way. And then all I'm going to do is take my Tomboy glue. I always say boy, it's Tombow. And I'm going to get my frame down. Just like so. Okay, so simple. Look how cute. So before I start working on the outside, because of course I'm going to want to embellish it and make it look adorable, it is time to make it a shaker. So this is time you get to put the fun bits on the inside, which I already have pre-mixed. I always keep these little jars when I'm finished with them. They were the little jars that you get from the Target dollar spot that has the you know, shaker bits in it. This was the little teeny snowflakes. I used all of them. So I always keep the little jars because they're great to make your own little mixes and you can shake them up in there and everything. So I love these little things. So we're just going to dump this in here. We're just going to dump it in there. Just like so. Gonna get it all over there. Come on. Okay. Just like that. I'll keep that off to the side because like I said, I love those. And then I'll fold this down just so you guys can see. There it all is. Our cute little shaker bits. Aren't they adorable? I love this. Love it. Okay, so what I want to tell you guys is if you're going to make this into a card, okay, this right here, this is so easy. All you're going to do is you're going to, of course, seal this, and you can seal this with a piece of washi tape or just a piece, you know, just get some tape. Just get some tape, seal this, make sure, because you want to seal that little, you know, this little pop-up thing. You just want to seal this with some tape, and then you're going to cut cardstock that fits this. You know, you're going to cut cardstock that fits this long enough so that when you fold it, it'll open up to a card. That's it. That's all it takes to make a shaker card. You're going to do exactly what I showed you to do in the beginning. You're just going to tape this closed so that your shaker bits don't fly away. And then you're just going to take a second piece of cardstock, glue it to the back, just like this. Just make sure it's long enough that when you fold it, it folds all the way to this end. So I needed like another 1/4 inch here, but I think you guys understand what I mean. So that it opens and shut. And the shaker part becomes your, you know, the front of your card. Easy peasy. So there's your shaker card, okay? Because I want to put this inside of my traveler's notebook, I need to get this sealed. And I want to leave the flap so that I can tuck the flap underneath the elastic in my traveler's notebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my shaker bits down to the bottom here because I don't want to glue them in any way. But for that, I'm actually going to use hot glue because I want this sealed and I do not want this to open in my traveler's notebook because that will be a mess. A mess. So I have my hot glue gun here and I'm just going to follow the line. I mean, I'm going to get it in there. And of course, as I go to do this, I need more glue sticks. So I'm just going to follow the line, as you guys can see, and then I am going to press. And I don't care that a little bit is showing. Really and truly, I don't. It's not a big deal. I just want that absolutely positively sealed. No big deal to me. That'll roll away. I feel like hot glue would be my best bet because it's going to dry quickly. I know it's a better seal, and the wet glue is going to take time, and I just feel like hot glue. As you can see, that isn't going anywhere. So I'm super happy with that. And then all I'm going to do is take a piece of tape and I'm going to tape over. See how that little lip came up right there? See, your shaker bits will come through that. So I'm just going to take a clear plastic tape and I'm going to tape right over that. I just want to make sure absolutely positively no shaker bits are going to escape through that. I got a little piece of glue in there. No shaker bits are going to come through that. Here we go. I might actually put 2 pieces on there just to be secure. I don't want to mess in my December daily this year. There we go. Okay. And I believe we're good to go. We're going to give this a try. Lord, please don't let this spill all over my desk. And we're good. See, I'm holding it upside down. Nothing is coming through. I think we are sealed and we are good to go, which I am thrilled about. Okay. So then here comes the fun part. The part that you can do any which way you want is decorating it. And because my theme this year is kind of coffee themed, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I already have some things prepped here just to save us time on the video. I notice sometimes my videos get very long because I'm just kind of going for it as I create, and I need to be more prepared just for video's sake time. So what I would like to put here is I would like to put a little bit of a doily here. So I think this is the look I'm going to go for, which I'm going to show you, which I'll cut this. This is just a scrap piece of doily. And then I have this beautiful like little, I don't know if this is a sticker. No, it's like a little cardboard cutout, which I really like. I don't like this part, but I like this part. So I thought I would overlap that. I might round the edges here. And then I have this cute little sending you a cup of cheer, just a little coffee cup. And I'm going to cover that wordage. So you just see the bulbs and the pine. And I think that's what I'm going to do here. And then I have bows. Here I have some nesting. So I might put that up in the corner like that. And then I have this cute little bow that reminds me of coffee that I'll just kind of stick up in the corner. And then that'll kind of be it. So I'm going to put that together. Super simple. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, that is the finish effect. I think it turned out so stinking adorable. I just love it. So here's a close-up. There is the coffee cup. I added some gems. Here's the little side with the doily. Here is my bow. Here's my flap, of course. And I added 2 little red and green buttons in the corners just to bring in some of that red and green, my shaker bits. And then I will show you what it looks like in my traveler's notebook. Here she be. Here's my front cover. This is my first insert. So as you can see, everything's kind of coffee themed. So I think I'm going to tuck it in between the vellum and my first insert. And see, this little lip will tuck right underneath and right around. And then there is my shaker to the front of my book. It'll go right in. Now, if you wanted to do this in a different way, you can put them in the middle. You can put them right into the elastic piece, right like that. See? And then that elastic will hold that, and it'll go right over the elastic, and it can go right inside your insert. And of course, you don't have to have this big piece tucked in, and then it won't stick out as far. But see, but it doesn't go any further than the Traveler's Notebook. I don't mind stuff like that. I love when stuff sticks out at the sides and the tops of my Traveler's Notebooks. That's just the way I am. I like it like that. But this turned out really cute. Now, if you were going to do this with a junk journal, before you sewed in your signature, what you would do is you'd put this inside the binding part of your signature, and then you would sew that in. So in this case, though, if I was going to do that, I would cut the lip down just a little bit shorter than that. Like, I would probably go down to, I hate to fold this, but you know what I'm saying here. Like that much. I would cut it down so that so much of that isn't sticking out, because you just want to get the sewn, you just want to get that part sewn into the binding, and that'll make that stick out really far. So you just want to take it down quite a bit, and then, you know, as close as you can to the edge here, and then that little lip can be sewn into your signature, and then you'll actually have a shaker sewn into one of your signatures. So like I said, you can do this in your junk journal, in your Traveler's Notebook, or you can make them into a Christmas shaker card. So stinking cute. I love this project. Love it, love it, love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial today on how to make a shaker for your inserts for junk journals or Traveler's Notebook, or to make a shaker card. Either way, it works. These are adorable. I can even see me putting like a little like string, like, what was I trying to say here? Baker's twine, and hanging these on a tree. These can be adorable, cute little shaker ornaments for your tree. I mean, you guys can use these in any different way you want, but it's so simple because all you did was turn a plain CD case into beautifulness. So simple, so easy. Have fun crafting with these guys. Please just don't forget to tag me on Instagram so that I can see your beautifulness. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. As always, do what you love and make beautiful Christmas crafts. And I will be talking to you guys soon. Until then, take care of you. Bye, guys.